My roommate used my name to date a billionaire online, but sent him her own beautiful photos. So when the billionaire discovered I was just a 200-pound fat girl, he furiously destroyed my family's company. My parents jumped from a building in despair, and I followed them down. My roommate came to my grave wearing a huge diamond ring, her face full of grievance. Rosalie, he proposed to me. It's such a shame you jumped so early. Otherwise, with your 200-pound body as my bridesmaid, you would have made me look absolutely stunning by comparison. I only used your name to date him online because I felt sorry for you. Fat as a pig and obviously never having experienced love. Who knew that the moment he saw you, he'd be so disgusted he'd bankrupt your family. I hope you'll be happy in your next life. Fortunately, I was reborn. Now, there are still 3 months before Adrian sees me. In this life, I'll make her understand that using someone else's name requires repaying with your life. What? You ordered me a limited edition Ferrari? A piercing shriek shattered the dorm room's peace. The two roommates scrolling on their phones immediately looked over. Kimberly Shaw had already bounced up to sitting position on her bed, her face filled with uncontrollable joy and showing off. Adrian, you're not kidding, right? She glanced at me, deliberately pressing the speakerphone button. Billionaire Adrian Chase's indulgent chuckle echoed clearly through the small dorm room. Baby, it's just a car. Why would I kid about that? I saw it in France and thought the red would suit you perfectly. Wait 3 months for me to return home. The import paperwork will be done by then too. I'll personally deliver the car to your dorm. The call ended. After a few seconds of silence came the envious squeals from the other two roommates. Kimberly, Adrian really bought you a Ferrari? Oh my god, you're so lucky. Kimberly climbed down from her bed amid the amazed exclamations, walked over to me, and shook my arm coquettishly. Rosalie, will you come with me to meet Adrian when the time comes? This is my first online relationship. I'm so scared of being catfished. I looked up, my gaze landing on that face written with innocence. In my last life, I was fooled by exactly this act. My heart softened, and I nodded. In the end, I paid for it with 3 lives from my family. Kimberly transferred into our dorm during junior year. At that time, she had just been diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease. This disease required long-term high-dose steroids and supplements. Not only was the treatment expensive, but the medication's side effects would cause crazy weight gain, swelling people up like balloons. And Kimberly's family situation, forget medication costs. They couldn't even scrape together her living expenses for next month. When her illness flared up, she could only hide in the dorm and cry. Back then, I felt sorry for her, so I went home and begged my parents. The Connor family not only funded all her university expenses, but also let her use Connor Pharmaceuticals' new drug early. This medication had minimal side effects and didn't cause obesity, but it hadn't officially launched yet. At my repeated requests, my parents specially approved access, providing this new drug to Kimberly as compassionate use medication. This preserved her prized beauty and slender figure. But my kindness only fed a viper. Senior year, she secretly used my name to hook up with billionaire Adrian Chase. She claimed to be the Connor Group heiress, but sent him her own heavily edited beautiful photos. In my last life, also today, she received Adrian's call about delivering the car and asked me to accompany her to meet him just like this. I agreed. 3 months later, Adrian really showed up at the school gate driving that Ferrari. Kimberly linked arms with me and excitedly went up to greet him. But when Adrian called out Rosalie to the carefully dressed up her, Kimberly acted like a startled rabbit, pretending not to know Adrian at all, her face blank and innocent as she pointed at 200-pound me. You must have the wrong person. She's Rosalie Connor. Adrian's face instantly darkened. He thought I had stolen Kimberly's photos to deceive his feelings. In his rage, he used his power to destroy my family. And after my parents and I jumped to our deaths in despair, Kimberly finally found Adrian with tears streaming down her face.